Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So I'm here with my second makeup inventory. I did my first one back in October. I will link my original video down below. But I wanted to do like updates to my makeup inventory about every 6 months, just so I can really see what my progress is in terms of the numbers. And this really helps me see, which categories I've been doing good in, and if there are categories that I have increased my numbers in, I will also be able to see that very clearly through doing these inventories. And from the last time that I did the inventory, I have decided now to reclassify some things differently. So some items, like I previously might have had it classified as like a highlighter, and now I see that I use it more as an eyeshadow. So I've done some reclassification that way. And then some, like for my blush category, previously I was just counting up all my individual blushes. Now I have them categorized a little more, like broken out the categories for that a little more. So I'll go over my numbers now. I'll be saying like the amount I had back in October and then the amount I have now. So starting with makeup primer, foundation primer. Previously back in October I had 7 and now I have 7. And with this I have used up a few primers, but I also have gotten some through like Sephora orders, like little freebie promo code, like sample sizes of them, like deluxe sample sizes. So I ended up with the same there. For foundation, previously I had 1 and now I have 1. I did use up my Makeup Forever HD foundation, but I have repurchased it. So I have the same amount there. For Tinted Moisturizer BB Cream, previously I had 3 and now I have 2. For concealer, previously I had 3, now I have 2. For powder, back in October I had 3 powders and I still have 3 powders. I used up one of my powders, but then I had repurchased another powder, so I have the same amount there. For highlighter, previously I had 6 highlighters and now I have 3. So for my highlighters, some of them I've decluttered. I have used up one of my highlighters. So I've made good progress there. I do want to mention for this category, previously in October, I have 2 by the Balm, the Mary Luminizers. Previously I had classified those as highlighters, but I'm really finding that I use it as an eyeshadow, so I have reclassified those down to the eyeshadow category. But I still feel like I've made good progress with my highlighters. All that I have left is my Benefit Watts Up, which will take me about 17 years to go through. My next category is bronzer. Previously I had 2 and now I just have 1. I did declutter one of my bronzers. I just really don't use bronzer that often or at all. And then onto blush. So previously I just counted up all my individual blushes, and now I have them categorized a little more. So for liquid/cream blushes, previously I had 4 and now I have 2. So I'm happy with that progress. I did declutter one and then use one up. For powder blushes, previously I had 8, now I have 5. For my powder blushes, the ones that I have gotten, or the 3, the change of 3 in my inventory, I have gotten rid of or decluttered those 3 blushes. So I haven't actually used up any blush, but I got rid of ones that I wasn't using. And then I have blush palette as a category. Previously I had 1 and I still have 1. My next category is eyeshadow primer. Previously I had 3 and now I have 2. Next is cream eyeshadow. Previously I had 4 and now I have 3. And then I did have one item, my Anastasia Brow Duality. and that's like a double-sided like cream like stick. Previously I had that categorized as a brow product, but you don't use it on your brows. It's more of a brow highlight, so I thought it was better categorized as a cream eyeshadow. My next category is single eyeshadows, and as I previously mentioned, I had recategorized my Balm Mary Luminizer as an eyeshadow, but previously I had 10 single eyeshadows, and now I have 6. So I have done some decluttering with my eyeshadows. I have used up one eyeshadow, so I'm really happy with the progress that I've made in that category. And then my next category is small eyeshadow palettes. Previously I had 3, and now I have 0. So I'm really happy with that. How I got to 0, one eyeshadow palette I decluttered completely, and then 2 my eyeshadow palettes, they were the Stila little eyeshadow palettes. I actually depotted the eyeshadows, and they had some blushes and bronzers and different things in those palettes. But I depotted those eyeshadow palettes, and then went through the eyeshadows, and then put the eyeshadows that I wanted to keep into a Z palette. So technically now I have 0 small eyeshadow palettes. And then for large eyeshadow palettes, previously I have 7, and now I have 7. And I'm counting my Z palette. It does have 12 eyeshadows in it. I'm counting that as a large eyeshadow palette. And then eyeliner, previously I had 13, and now I'm down to 9. I did use up a few of them, and then, or maybe even one of them, and then I decluttered a few of them that I just wasn't using. Next category is mascara. I've been doing really good here. Previously I had 5 back in October, and now I'm down to 2. Brow products, and I did mention how I recategorized my Anastasia Brow Duality. So just basically for me, brow products is just brow gel. Previously I had 1, I used that one up, and then I repurchased the NARS brow gel. So previously I had 1, and now I have 1. For lip balm and clear lip products, previously I had 8, and I still have 8. I have used up some, but I've also repurchased and replaced some of those. So still have the same amount there. For lipstick, previously I had 10, and this is the only category that I actually increased my number in. Now I have 11. But I have used up one lipstick, my Revlon Lip Butter in Berry Smoothie. I have decluttered some of my lip products or lipsticks, but I've also gotten some through like Christmas gifts, and then through like Sephora. Like I got the VIB Rouge. I got 2 of those when I hit VIB Rouge, the little Bite Beauty lipstick. I got 2 of those, and then I got 2 through a 500-point perk. So I haven't actually bought any lipstick, but I've ended up with more, even though I've been focusing on using it up and decluttering. I ended up with 1 more than I had back in October. For lip pencil, previously I had 3. I still have 3. Lip gloss, previously I had 9, and now I'm down to 6. So I'm happy with my progress there. I have decluttered some of those. So in total for makeup, in October, I had 114 makeup items, and now I'm down to 85 makeup items, which is a decrease of 29. So I'm really happy with the progress through like project panning and using things up, and also through decluttering and getting rid of things that I really just never use. I'm really happy with the progress that I've made. And then I counted up a few more categories of items. These I didn't include or didn't count in my October makeup inventory, but I did the best that I could to come up with the numbers where I could, to come up with the numbers that I had back in October, just so I could do a comparison. So the next category that I counted up was makeup samples, and these are just like foil packet type of samples. I don't have my number for it for October, but currently I have 16 makeup samples, so I definitely want to work through those this year. Then I counted up my nail polish. I was able to get pretty good estimations of my numbers I had for my nail polish. So currently, for full-size nail polishes, I have 51. And back in October, I estimated that I had like 55. So I have decluttered some of my nail polishes recently. So I have gotten rid of a few of those. I did buy a nail polish also this year. So, you know, I still ended up with less than I had. For mini nail polishes, currently I have 8. And then I estimate that back in October I had 12. Base coats, previously I had 2 base coats, now I only have 1. And then top coats, previously I had 2 top coats, and now I only have 1. So I feel really good about my nail polish. I definitely don't need to be buying a lot more. I feel really good with the numbers, and even there's some room to have less. And then my last category is perfume. And currently for full-size perfumes, I have 2. Previously, I had 4 full-size perfumes. And then for rollerball, like purse spray sort of perfumes, currently I have 4. I've been buying like rollerballs and getting rollerballs lately. Kind of not the greatest. Previously I had 1, so I have increased in that category. For like perfume samples, currently I have 22. I don't know how many I had back in October. That's too hard to estimate just because, you know, I use those up, you know, kind of frequently. But I did recently declutter a lot of my little perfume samples. I did my like 30-day perfume sample challenge where I was like wearing a different perfume sample every day and then like decluttering ones I wasn't liking. So I have gotten rid of some of those recently, but I do have quite a bit still. And then I have one kind of larger sample. It was like a Sephora like deluxe size perfume sample. So previously I had 1. I have the same one still. So I still have the same amount of those. So that is everything. Those are all of my numbers. I do find this really interesting. I think it's just interesting to see like the categories where I've done really well in, and then there's a few areas where I have kind of accumulated more than I have gotten rid of. So that is everything, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.